Hello. Today I'm going to talk to you about tradition and how they change our lives and our families' lives. And I'm not talking about the song that Tevye does on Fiddler on the Roof, the big production number. I'm talking about our lives. I chose this particular topic because today, December 23rd, is the traditional Christmas for Ann and my families. Seems odd, perhaps, but here's how it came to be. When Ann and I were dating almost 50 years ago, things were going swell. Ann was a teacher, kindergarten at St. Mary's, and I managed a furniture store and was their interior decorator. The L&M furniture store on 4600 West Main, the big, ugly mustard-colored building next to the Bank of Belleville. She and her family and my family were very, very different. Ann's folks, and Ann in particular, was in church every time the bell rang. I went to church twice a year. You guessed it, Christmas and Easter. I was a creaster. And proud of it. Christmas went something like this. On Christmas Eve, we had supper at the Hefkin house with Paul and Pet and her brothers, Russ and the other one. We exchanged gifts and visited until about 9:30, and then we drove a couple blocks to my home, to my home, my mother's home and Dad's home, and we had late supper and exchanged gifts, and wound up about 2 in the morning. We exchanged gifts and had a great time, just our family. Christmas Day, one of the days I went to church, so we started with church, and then we went over to my grandmother's house, where we met up with aunts and uncles and moms and dads and cousins and their boyfriends and girlfriends. It was a madhouse, but very special and very dear to me. Ann and I fit our celebration in whenever we could. And that was fine, until the kids came. Since we just lived a few blocks apart, everyone wanted, in fact, expected us to be there. Well, they really wanted to see the kids. But something had to be done. As the kids got older and their activities were added to our already hectic schedule, there just wasn't any time for us on the 2-day celebration. They say that the necessity is the mother of invention. Well, we invented our Christmas to be on December 23rd. So we made Christmas a 3-day celebration. We decided to start a new tradition, breaking with the family. But we found that life-giving for us on our journey as parents. So it was the 23rd at our house with the grandparents and the kids for dinner and gift exchange. The 24th at my mother's house, and the 25th with Ann's parents. It worked for many, many years. Many, many years. Although for different reasons, perhaps. The kids thought it was great because they got their presents, 2 days before anybody else. And almost 30 years, that tradition stood. Today, almost 50 years later, we are the patriarchs now and the head of the family. Everyone else is gone. Today, obviously, we are much more involved in church. Other than that, we've gone back to the 2-day traditional celebration because the kids are gone. They've had families of their own for several years now. You know, the holidays are a wonderful time for tradition. Whether you're observing a time-honored tradition or, like we were, establishing ones of our own. I recommend that you value the time the holidays provide. Spent with loved ones, in-laws, outlaws, making the holidays holy days for you and yours. During this unprecedented time, Ann and I sincerely wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy, and blessed New Year. God bless.